Eagles defense was dominant on Sunday, but can Jalen Carter and company replicate that performance going forward? We're also going to look at just how dangerous the Eagles offense can be once all their weapons get back on the field together. Plus, we discuss Nick Sirianni's role in the Eagles' start to the season and look ahead how they're going to fare against those Tampa Bay Bucks. And with that, we welcome you here to Birds Huddle, presented proudly by Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL, alongside Barrett Brooks and Jason Avant. I'm Amy Fadul. Big win and the Big Easy. So, Jason, get that kind of emotional game because it really was. They earned that. I know it wasn't the prettiest, but they earned that. Can that springboard more good things going forward?
It definitely could. I think it's one of those things that you heard it all week. This team has scored 91 points, 45 points a game, and you guys suck at the run game. And the guys got tired of it. And you saw Bryce Huff even come out on the first play and set the edge. Man,
right. He was happy. You know
what is going on? So guys were excited about it. Bond was running the ball. CJ was running the ball. Kobe, and then the two big guys up front. Oh my gosh, Jaylen Carter had one-on-ones this game because of the five-man front and kicked butt the entire game.
He went out there with the intent of whooping the guy in front of him. And they all needed to do that. Like I said in the pregame, they needed to go out and pick a fight. That's exactly what they did. They picked a fight.
And they won that fight. The Eagles defense played a large part in that victory. Here's Vic Fangio today on his group's turnaround.
I thought our players played really well from start to finish. You know, that offense in their first few games was pretty prolific, both running and throwing. Thought our guys had a good mindset to go in there and play good. Knew that they had a good defense too, and you know, if we were going to win, it probably would be a low-scoring game. So, all the credit to our guys.
That brings us to our three-point stance presented by Toyota. First up, the Eagles need consistent play from the defense, and that likely starts with the guys you're talking about. Jalen Carter, certainly Jordan Davis as well. It's nice to see that group play on a high level on Sunday. Can it and will it continue?
It should, because I think that we see that we can go to a five-man front, whether it's a four-man front and bring Bond down to the line of scrimmage, or start off with a five-man front. That gives Jalen Carter one-on-ones, Jordan Davis one-on-ones. And if you give Jalen Carter a one-on-one, he's going to kick your butt like he did Cesar Ruiz the entire game. And I was very impressed with him. Now we just have to bring the defensive ends to the party. The inside guys, the D tackles, are making all the pressure, getting home the most. Now we need Sweat and Huff and BG and those guys to get to the pressure party.
You know, and then, like I said, it's great schematically by, Coach Vic. You know, what he means by a five-man front. We call it a bear front or Navajo front. When you cover the center and both guards with guys head up on them, that forces them to go one-on-one, but it's not really a good pass defense, because you have five guys that, are trying to rush the passer. It takes you a little light on the back end. But if these linebackers keep playing the way they're playing and, the corners and safeties playing, you can get away with that. That's a run-stopping front. You can do it, but you got to make sure that somebody comes to the party, like you said, those defensive ends, starting off with Huff. That's why he's here, to rush the passer. Maybe this, puts a little fire underneath him and go out there and rush the passer. I think Sweaty will get there. We know BG will get there, but we really need Huff to come to the party.
It was nice to see him for the first time all season. he made an appearance in the stat sheet.
Yes.
Listen, maybe next week we can make it two in a row. Second stance, Jaylen Herz has to limit their turnovers. This is a sobering stat right here. He leads the NFL in that department dating back to last season. Today, Jaylen Moore talked about the interception that Herz threw in the red zone that was Sunday against the Saints.
Really challenging situation there. Obviously we're trying to throw a in-breaker across the safety's face. Obviously in a perfect world, you cross the safety's face and make a play there. I thought the DB made an excellent play. Kind of taking a chance on that thing and jumping that. We were really close. The week before against Atlanta, he throws one and we score a touchdown on it. And so there's an element of confidence in that and trust. And so it's something we just got to keep growing and building on.
Oh, you heard him. We've got to trust that it's going to work out, that it's going to get better. The DB did make a good play on it. What did you see from Jaylen Herz? And why do you think turnovers are a problem? Can he clean this up?
Well, in that particular play, that was a great job by Tyrann Mathieu. You have to know who you're playing against if you're Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith chose to go at it like he was playing against a younger player, a rookie player, like he was going to make a veteran move out of his leverage. His leverage was inside. Tyrann Mathieu is not getting beat inside if that's his leverage. So he has to speed cut that in there, cross the safety's face, And that was actually the right read and the right throw for Jaylen Herz. So I'm not really mad at him for that. Devontae Smith has to know a little bit better in that situation. But going forward, Jaylen Herz has to do a better job with the ball security as far as just letting the guys rip it out from him. Where do you think he was going?
Right.
He rushed up the field, and you think he wasn't going to do Trace?
Where was he gonna
disappear. He's going to be there. So the mindless turnovers, those are the things that we don't like.
Absolutely.
26 since the start of last year, Big.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, just having a pocket presence. When you're back there, understand guys are out there, you know, they're going to be slapping at you. They're going to be trying to do everything in their power to get you. So when they go past you and those guys are getting blocked, they're not just going to disappear. They're not just going to go up the smoke. They're going to keep pursuing you as long as you have the ball. And he has to, you know, can't carry it in just one hand. You got to carry it with two. You got to make sure you secure it. And right now, those little mistakes right now really cost them, you know. I mean, even in the Super Bowl, just to let the ball fly out like it flew in the Super Bowl, you know, and led to a touchdown. Those are the things he can't control. You know, I remember running backs used to run around with the ball in their hand like this, run around. Well, he's a quarterback. Maybe he needs to walk around like this. You know what I'm saying? All the time. You know, go to lunch, have the ball like this. You know, go to the bathroom, have the ball like this. You just got to make sure that you go out and secure that ball. That has to be first and foremost on his maturation, becoming a better quarterback.
Well, I'll say this as well. He has to realize that it's not a home run all the time.
Right.
It's okay with just
throw it away. Sometimes.
Just throw it away or check it down quicker.
I thought he did a good job of that this game.
Yeah,
I thought he did.
That play that he got strip sacked, there was a guy in the flat right there. He could have just thrown it right to him.
Right.
He was open the entire time, but he wanted the bigger play.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't be greedy. It's not always being about
more is not always more.
Well done, especially when Kellen Moore's offense. There was no question the Eagles have the best weapons in the NFL when they're healthy. Saquon Barkley leads the league in rushing yards and touchdowns. Devontae Smith, third most catches. Dallas Goedert leading all tight ends in yardage. A.J. Brown, of course, dominant in week 1 before he got injured. So when they're all finally back on the field together, how incredible can this offense be, Jason?
Oh, it can be the best offense in the league and definitely the best offense in the history of the Eagles. It can definitely be that. And you have the talent there. It's all about the quarterback, though. The quarterback has to play the right way and get the ball out and let these guys make plays. At some points, all you have to be is a manager. You don't have to be the person that makes the play. You can just get them the ball and they'll do the rest. Saquon, game on the line, you give him the ball, he pulls Marshawn Lattimore's hamstring trying to catch him. That type of thing, right?
Right. I mean, you look at it, man. It's one of those things where, I mean, sometimes it's great to be John Stockton. You don't have to always be AI point guard. You could be John Stockton.
Fundamentally sound.
Just get the ball to your weapons. Get the ball out of your hands. You know, we understand you can be AI. You can go out there. You can make things happen. But when you have those type of weapons, to, readily available for you, I understand you want the big play. But make sure, you take your time, get the ball to the guys you need to get it to, you move the sticks more, and then, bam, you can make a big play.
Yeah.
I love the weapons that he has. I love his ability to get to those weapons. That's why I want to see him, hone those up a little better.
Kind of be decisive as well. We should know Eagles put Britton Covey on IR today. Tight end Jack Stoll added to the 53-man roster. John Ross was added to the practice squad. Perhaps they're preparing to be pretty short-handed on Sunday at receiver. Interesting moves there.